Hi, it's Timur, the founder of easypronunciation.com. Welcome to the final part of this series. In the previous part, I explained why using a dictionary or translating from one language to another slows down your progress when you learn a language. I also demonstrated how good learning materials provide context for unknown words, so you can easily understand what is being said. Ça, c'est un doigt. Я кладу карандаш на книгу. You may be thinking, okay, Timur, I get your point. I won't use dictionaries. But what do I do instead? How do I learn a new language? First comes the most difficult part, finding good learning materials. You should look for either an audio or video recording and the corresponding transcript. If possible, you also want to have the phonetic transcription of the text to help you with pronunciation. If you learn a popular language, you can easily find hundreds of free audiobooks online or subtitle videos on YouTube. Ideally, you should understand 70 to 80% of what is being said, although there are some exceptions. Once you've found some good learning materials, you can start growing your language garden. I highly recommend you take notes while you listen to your audiobook or watch your video. You will be reviewing your notes later using the spaced repetition approach. With audio, the notes are usually longer, 2, 3 or even 4 sentences. When you review your notes, you want to be sure you can remember the details of the situations. With video, the context is often created by the visual component of the video. Remember deux doigts in French or Я беру карандаш in Russian. You understood what I was talking about because of what was happening on the screen. With video, the notes may be somewhat shorter and you will need to rely on your visual memory when reviewing them. You can use a regular notebook to take notes, but we live in a digital world and technology may make your life so much easier. One possible way to take notes is to use easypronunciation.com. For the purposes of this video, we will be using a YouTube video to learn Swedish. Why Swedish, you may ask? I did a demonstration in French, deux doigts. I did a demonstration in Russian, я беру карандаш. But maybe you understand these languages. The chances that you also understand Swedish are near zero. And I really want you to experience firsthand that it's totally possible to understand a foreign language even if you've never learned it before. Let's watch a short piece.
Så, vi har 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 och 12. Den här långa visaren heter minutvisare och den här korta heter timvisare.
Most likely you didn't understand everything 100%, but you got the basic idea, right? You'll understand more and more with each repetition. As you can see, the woman who created these videos did an excellent job to create a good context for the most popular Swedish words. If you know about similar videos for other languages, please leave a comment below. Okay, so what do you do with such videos? I suggest that the first time you watch the video, you watch it from beginning to end without any interruptions. Why would you do that? This will allow you to fully immerse yourself in the language and get the full context. You can just listen or you can imitate the native speakers by whispering or speaking after them with a slight delay. On the second or third run, you may want to start taking notes. After you create a free account on easypronunciation.com and log in, click this little icon here. Click on Create a new notebook, enter the notebook title, choose a language, and copy-paste the link to the video. Make sure you turn on the option Highlight word frequency in real time while typing. Then start watching your video. Each time you hear a new word whose meaning you can understand from the context, hit the pause button and create a note. If you hear a word whose meaning you can't understand from the context, I suggest you just happily ignore it and move on. Some websites have a text version of the video or audio that you can copy-paste in your note. Obviously, you can use that. However, if you're thorough, I suggest you type out the text while you read the whole note out loud. Like I said before, the note should be long enough and have enough details to create context so you can remember the meaning of a word just by looking at the note. One of the features on easypronunciation.com allows you to highlight words in different colors depending on their frequency. This happens in real time while you're typing. In the beginning, you may want to concentrate your efforts on the most frequently used words. Once you're done, you can click on the words that you want to remember to highlight them. Occasionally, you may hear a word for which you already created a note in the past. In this case, you can use a search panel to find all the notes with a particular word. That's how you water the plants in your garden. Another important way to water your plants is to review your notes using spaced repetition approach during the next 2 to 3 weeks. easypronunciation.com also allows you to create high-quality computer-generated audio for your notes using a text-to-speech service. The voices sound very realistic.
Du dricker kaffe.
I usually review my notes by listening to these audio recordings.
Den här långa visaren heter minutvisare.
This allows me to get used to different accents, so in the future it'll be easier for me to recognize a word even if it's pronounced a bit differently. The text-to-speech service and the highlighting of the high-frequency words are premium features. You will need to buy a subscription if you need them. However, you can create and review notes even if you have a free account. Over the last 30 years, I've tried different approaches to learning languages, and believe me, this is the cream of the crop for self-study of foreign languages. I suggest you give this approach a try. I'm sure you will be pleasantly surprised by how quickly you can progress if you don't use a dictionary. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to this channel and visiting my website easypronunciation.com.